Hey, remember this video? Well, I went again with different friends and it was so much funnier than the first one. First of all, you need to meet the cabin I was with. The cabin! So there was me, Xander, Xavier, Corbin, David, AJ, and Jimmy. So we got there on our bus and the burgers were okay. Blech. Then we went on our first activity, which I believe was canoeing. And last time, David almost tipped us overboard. But I wasn't on a boat with David because I learnt from my mistakes. And this time we were so decent. Nothing memorable happened, except they took so long to explain, it wasn't even funny. Like, the lady was like, oh guys, you need to hold the paddle like this, and you need to get in the boat like this. Like, lady, I'm pretty sure there's only one way to sit in a canoe, and one way to hold the paddle. So, if you don't mind me, I'll just go into the ocean. See, I told you there's only one. Oh no, I'm trying to... Then we went back to change, did another activity, blah, blah, blah. But I want to talk about the night. First of all, this is David. Hi. Here's a tip about David. Man is funny. He was screaming out in the middle of the night to the whole cabin so everyone could hear us. You survived your first night in Australia. And don't get me wrong, it was extremely funny. But when David starts keeping you up until 3 a.m. and David constantly yells out the window, you survived your first night in Australia, get up, you only get 6 minutes of sleep. Oh my god. Oh my
Quiet now!
Now, I have trouble sleeping on the reg, but this was beyond annoying. Safe to say, the next morning we all looked like that one picture of SpongeBob. Then we went on the mud run. It was so fun, like last time, but this time it was special because my teacher, who I'll call Mr. Cool because he's cool, went in the mud run with us. By the way, the mud run's like negative cold, so yeah. And apparently he told everyone that he got the teacher's surprise. If you think about it, it isn't a surprise. He just got lots of mud tipped on his head. After we all dried out and all yelled at each other to get in the shower. And by the way, the shower lines were so long. Then we had the mac and cheese. And oh my god, it was actually good. And everyone else was complaining like, ew, yucky, wucky mac and cheese. It's so gooey and pooey, ewy, gooey. And I'm very protective when it comes to the mac and cheese. So I was screaming at everyone, eat it! Eat it! No, it's disgusting. I work hard to the bone to provide food for you on this table. No, you don't. Yeah, I do. I work at McDonald's, boy. After a few hours later, we had raft building. After my cabin built the raft, we decided it would be most simple to put the lightest one on the boat. And that just happened to be me. And so I went on the boat. And I was like, ooh-wee, it's gonna be so fun building on this raft that we made out of bits of string, spare bits of wood, and an inflatable. But the raft did not hold together. I was trying to hold it together. I had string on my arm, I'm not sure why, to keep it together, but that wasn't doing anything. And not to help my case, but the water was almost as cold as the mud run. So the people pushing me were like, Harper, you okay? Do I not look happy to you? There was also the power fan and the giant swing, but nothing happened that was different to my first video. On camp, but unfortunately that's all the time I have. Maybe I'll make a part 2B? Boo! Hey, be quiet.
Subscribe,
and
bro.
bye, bro. Merry Christmas.